your vision, like for map locations, is much smaller, which sounds really annoying.
Truth teller. Put truth teller on.
Ooh, that's.
Alright, now go back to the perks now that I know.
There are also
about how
two
many points
neutral mutations that don't cost points.
Which ones?
Long tail and heat dependent.
Oh.
This prevents you from wearing non-fabric pants, but increases your dodge.
So you can't wear, like, armor, basically?
You can't wear leg armor, which is uncommon. And this heat dependent makes you more affected by... makes you slower in low temperatures, but it also makes you hunger slightly less.
Alright, and what's slimy?
Oh, is that here? Oh. Greatly decreases wet penalties, and it protects you from long-term effects of acid, but not short-term, and I don't know what that means. I'm not aware of any long-term effects.
And spines is defensive, I'm guessing?
Spines means if a piece of your body is not clothed, it'll hurt people who hit it unarmed. And most enemy attacks are unarmed. But also, most parts of your body will typically be clothed.
What's substance tolerance?
It means, I think... Oh. Like, if you get drunk, you're not drunk as long.
So you can be addictive, but tolerant of substance.
Yes, you're more easily addicted,
but they don't wash out of your system easier, I guess.
Yeah, I don't.
What's
Stimulant.
quick?
Quick is you're quicker.
Your movement speed or everything?
Everything.
Every
action basically.
Oh, it costs 3. Holy cow! I mean, it makes sense.
Everything you do is basically 10%. Takes 10% less time. Stimulant psychosis.
How about melee weapon training? How much does it cost?
3. You choose Eskrima fencing, Pentjak Silat, Ninten Ichiryu, or Sojutsu. I'd have to look. I'm gonna look those up if you don't mind. Just what the hell any of that means. It's basically martial arts, but with a weapon.
Yeah, I know.
But I guess the
Well, I'm saying that I want us to have at least one type of weapon skill, whether it's ranged weapon or melee or unarmed of some sort.
Ranged, I would strongly recommend archery or crossbow.
Yeah, because it's easier to make.
That being said, we don't have a profession that starts with such weapons, which is iffy, because it's a lot easier to make ammo than a weapon.
I'll keep reading these.
Melee weapon training. The Cataclysm has a pretty well-maintained wiki, thankfully. Basically what fighting styles do is they don't actually increase your base performance, but they give you like special perks when you meet the requirements. Let's see. Eskrima utilizes batons, 2x4s, which aren't a very good weapon. Bee stingers.
Poke, poke, poke.
From a giant bee, you just take a stinger and use it as a knife. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but I'm sure it's really inaccurate. Knives, it makes you better with knives, which aren't wrenches and knives. Pipe. Machetes. Hammers. Alright, Eskrima would be easy-ish to get a weapon for. Fencing. Fencing is probably good, but it's all about moving around, I think, but...
Yeah, dodging more.
Yeah, but getting a weapon that's compatible seems like a pain. Pinjaxilat. Sticks. Machetes. Knives. Batons. Seems feasible, and Miten Ichiryu looks absolutely terrible.
Why?
It's strong, but it's only compatible with 5 weapons.
Are they good weapons?
Yes, but they're ones you're not going to find.
Oh.
It's like actual like Japanese swords and such.
Oh.
I mean,
ones you can find fake versions of, but not regular ones very often.
Yeah, you basically sometimes a mansion will have them, but that's only mansions and antique stores and pawn shops. Those are where you find them. And Sojutsu uses pole arms, so it's also not very feasible. Let's see.
So do any of those sound good?
Screama sounds okay. It increases bashing damage, though it's also compatible with knives, which is funny.
How about Shaolin Adept?
Okay, let's see. Shaolin gives you the tiger, crane, leopard,
Yes.
snake, or dragon.
Yeah, what do they...
Let's see. Shaolin Adept. Oh, where's the one where it actually gives you like a detailed explanation? Tiger focuses on relentless attacks. Your accuracy is determined by strength, not dexterity. And you receive an accumulating bonus for multiple turns of sustained attacks.
Okay, there is a problem. We have too many positive things anyway. What can the plus points do besides traits?
Skills and stats.
Okay.
Do we need guilds?
I just selected that while I was thinking about stuff.
I mean, it'll let us cross rivers without going around them, and that's about it. The thing is, ideally, if we survive long enough, we will start accumulating positive traits.
Yeah, there's also Venom Mob Protege. It's a different fighting style
It
thing.
is.
Oh, that's Deadly Venoms.
Yeah, those are fighting styles.
Oh.
Named after venomous animals.
Okay,
It's like-
so Shaolin and Venom Mob. Look them up then.
Let's see, Tiger style basically is good for high strength, like rapid attacks. Yeah, hit chance is more affected by strength and dexterity, and you get a damage bonus if you attack repeatedly. Crane is the same except it's dexterity focused,
Okay.
and you're harder to hit while you get a dodge bonus while moving. Doesn't sound as good. Leopard style uses intelligence, perception, and dexterity for attacking. And you're more accurate after moving. That sounds really weird and hard to use. Snake is perception and dexterity to hit, and perception. So basically it uses its perception both for accuracy and damage. Dragon is intelligence based, and you do more damage after moving. I don't want the movement based ones because when I'm fighting, I don't like to run around a lot. Tiger sounds decent. Let's see.
Snake is the one I would do because I'm not going to do a strength based.
Let's see. Centipede. Rapid attacks get increasingly rapid, but that is reset if you get hit. So it's very powerful against foes that don't fight back.
Yeah.
But what isn't? Viper style. Gives you like a special 3-hit combo you can perform after dodging. Scorpion style. Just has better unarmed crits. It gives your crits knockback and stunning. I don't really care about that much.
Okay.
Lizard style is silly. You dodge better when standing near a wall. And if you move while near a wall, your accuracy increases. I get that sounds kind of parkour. See, in Toad style, where if you do, when you can temporarily increase your armor by just standing there and doing nothing.
Okay, so they're not as useful as the Shaolin ones.
Right. If we were to go Shaolin, Tiger and Snake sound like the best.
I would do Snake. That's what I think we're
Let's
gonna do.
see. What does karate work? Yeah, karate seems. What is? Oh, I think brawling doesn't really do much of anything. It's just, well, no, brawling has to do something.
How bad is 20% movement speed penalty?
It means you basically move 20% slower.
I'm just saying, is it still useful or is it just too bad?
I mean, I don't like it, but I don't feel that moving silently makes up for it. Well, I mean, I would consider it a drawback. You can still wear pants, even with tentacle legs. I guess you just have multiple tentacles per pant leg. Pain sensitive sounds terrible. Ponderous sounds, well, bad.
Annoying.
I might prefer ponderous to tentacle legs, actually. But
I didn't select it. I was just looking at it.
schizophrenic sounds annoying. Slit nostrils is...
Breathing is slightly difficult and increases mouth encumbrance.
Is what it means. Mouth encumbrance, I think, affects your movement speed because breathing.
Oh.
I guess that's saying that lizards aren't good at breathing.
Let's check your
If you're a min-maxer, trigger happy is good, but we've already taken a couple min-maxy perks.
Sluggish when not in direct sunlight. So this is like a plant-themed mutation.
Yes, and I do not like it even slightly. It means basically if it's cloudy, you're slowed and there's nothing you can do about it. If you're indoors, you're slowed, unless you stop being indoors. I think it's weird that webbed hands make you clumsier in general. Well, I guess it gives you raptor
Is
foot.
not having shoes really bad, or
I mean, it depends on how the weather is. If it's really freaking cold, yes, it's bad because
so at the very, very, very start, it's bad because it's usually cold for a while.
yeah. Or if you make it into winter, because if you can't wear shoes, what are you gonna do to keep your feet warm?
Blanket.
Right, but you can't just sleep while moving around.
Let's see.
I wonder if you could leave a car just moving and then go to sleep in a bed that's in. That sounds like the worst idea, but it also sounds really silly.
I mean, for a mutant, it makes sense.
What does?
Ugly.
Mm-hmm. Ugly is something... Ugly is a very likely one to get.
Let's see. Webbed hands. Reduces dexterity by 1.
And you can't
Swim
explode
much faster. And decreases wet penalties.
slightly. Pretty much every line will slowly decrease wet penalties. To the point where if you like cephalopod, fish, or slime lines,
You're actually getting boosts from
you're
that.
actually happier when you're wet.
How many mouth gears are there even?
I don't wear many mouth gears because they increase mouth encumbrance, but I mean, like a dirt.
So in general, there's not even the most important thing.
Not really. I mean, there's a dust mask. I guess it would prevent you from wearing like a football helmet or a motorcycle helmet. But my favorite helmets are hard hats and baseball helmets. So I guess it mainly get in the way of headgear that covers the face. Well, helmets that do. Oh, another thing is, you cannot demutate a trait if you start with it.
Oh, otherwise, though, you can.
Right. For example... Oh, and obviously Beak will move you towards bird and cephalopod tracks.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You're more likely to end up with tentacles if you have a beak.
Right. Here's mine.
What are we?
Yes.
Oh. We have 6 points left. So we're going. Are we Shaolin? All right. So we're gonna be.
And I wanted to do a dexterity perception based, so snake.
Should I toggle this any further?
Melee 2 hit. What are the perks of strength and intelligence? I'm guessing carrying
Strength
weight.
increases melee damage bonus, weight, and hit points, and your
resistance
hidden your hidden health stat.
And intelligence.
Your reading speed and crafting bonus.
Do intelligence by 1. Alright. And then skills for everything else.
We want at least one